Hi everyone, this is Amanda, or also known as Fixing This RN. Today is Saturday. I should be at clinicals when you see this. I am getting ready to check in for my weight and how I did this week, and then if I can fit it in. I'm not sure. Everything's been really busy this week. I've just been trying to keep up, but if I can fit it in, I will also go over my budget for the week too. It's a little discombobulated because I did get paid um, for my nursing job. I finally got reimbursed for that, the 3 shifts that I was missing. So I'm not going to count that in my budget if I show you it, just because I had already accounted for that whenever I did get paid. So that's already got a plan. I didn't obviously spend the money, but it's already got a plan. So there's no point for me to budget it. So I will just budget what I got paid this week and show you where it goes for my bills. And then also, Adam had a little bit of extra money from his teaching job. Honestly, we have 4 jobs, so we're busy. We're really busy. Hopefully, this is a temporary thing, but hopefully, it's making progress. And I feel like it is. So, I'm not going to go over my debt or anything like that because I feel like that's more like a monthly check in, but I will try to fit that in. Otherwise, as far as my weight, I lost 2 pounds exactly. I am down to 252, which is great. I was able to get a lot of steps in. I haven't quite mastered 10,000 steps in a day, so that is my goal for next week. I did make it to almost 10,000. I think I was at like 9,600 one day. I did teach a lot, so on my teaching days where I literally am in the classroom from 8 to 5, that makes it really hard to walk around. So I have to figure out a way to get my steps in with that. But overall, I feel like I did really good. As far as how I'm feeling with the trizepatide shots and if it's helping me or not, it must be a lower dose than what it's obviously a lower dose than what I stopped at the last time, but I feel like it's a lower dose than when I even started the first time. Because when I started the first time, unless I've just gotten immune to it, when I started the first time, I didn't have any hunger. Like, no cravings, like just eating my my regular meals felt like a task, and I didn't necessarily like that. So I'm okay with where I'm at right now, but I do get cravings. I do want to eat stuff, and it hasn't completely taken away the food noise in that instance. But when I do sit down to try to eat something, I it does get rid of the noise where I feel like I just need to have one more bite. So when I feel full, I feel done and I don't want to take any more. So that's pretty good. Um, I have been keeping track. I've been using Weight Watchers. I think for the most part, I stayed within my points. I think there was one day where I went a little bit over like 2 points, but it wasn't anything crazy. So I think I'm making strides. And the fact that I still do have cravings makes me learn how to manage the thoughts and the impulsiveness. So I'm still having to figure that out without completely relying on the trizepatide. So that is awesome. Next week, I should have some days in my office, so we will see how that goes and if it makes a difference. When I'm in my office, I can get up like once an hour and walk around, and that's where I was able to get some of my steps in this week. Didn't have a lot of office time this week though, so we will see what happens. Other than that, it's a pretty short video. I don't really have anything else to say. I am still feeling motivated. I still want to do really good with this because I don't want to depend on the trizepatide, so I'm trying to get my life into a balance with diet and put myself in check and be accountable, just like I am with my budget. But just like my budget, there's learning curves, and I'm still trying to figure out everything and if I'm doing it the best way or if there's better ways. So it's just a continuous learning curve. But I think that's it. It's nothing. I feel really bad because most of my weeks they're so busy, but they're not. They're either things I can't talk about or they're uneventful. I have been a little bit stressed this week. I feel like I've been playing catch up since I had COVID. It feels like I'm just like tumbling through classes because I'm having to make up some of the classes I missed during the time I had COVID. They're like coming back and I'm having to train them. I definitely felt some stress from that offer to take another job, and I decided to stay till the end of the year and see what happens. But the environment shifted, so I think I kind of already knew what I want to do at the beginning of the year. But we'll see. Um, if I stay in this position, if it all works out, there's great opportunities for me to learn and put it on my application. But like I was saying in the previous videos, if I don't get the opportunity, then it's not worth staying. And right now, in the position I'm at, I don't get the opportunity. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to let it go for now and stop talking about it in every video. But that I felt like was important to put in this video because I do stress eat, and I do eat with my emotions. It's not just stressing. I eat happy eat. I eat any emotion I eat, but because I've been feeling that stress, I think the cravings have been a little bit more. I have been tired, but I also think that's because I've been moving more. So my body's not used to moving as much, which is really sad. I feel like I shouldn't be this out of shape where just walking wears me down. But we have to start somewhere, right? So I think that's it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. So that is my check-in for my weight. And like I said, if I'm able to, I will also plug in my budget. But I'm going to try to catch up with some other stuff before I commit to that. Okay, see you possibly in a minute. And then if not, I will see you on the next video.